I use this cooking method to get the perfect ribeye steak in a pan every single time. No more guessing, just follow a few cooking tips and you'll be able to cook your ribeye steaks like in a restaurant. Now, it's difficult to get thin steaks to cook perfectly. That's why if you can afford it, I get it, you know, steak is becoming ridiculously expensive these days, but if you can, go for 1 inch, 1.5 inch, ideally, the steak thickness, because this way you're gonna get a nice golden brown color on the outside on the steak, nice crust and all that, but the inside will be nice and moist and the way you like it, it won't be overcooked. Now, another important step here, if you wanna get a nice golden brown color on the outside, moisture is the enemy. So you want paper towel and get all the excess moisture from your steak. Now, when it comes to seasoning, there is nothing worse than an unseasoned steak. So we want to go heavily with salt. In this situation, I'm using table salt. If you want kosher salt, it's ideal. Same with the freshly ground black pepper. The beef loves black pepper. And we're gonna go with that quite heavily. Go the other side. Again, a good amount of salt. And again, black pepper. I like also adding about 1 tablespoon of oil, because this way I can get all that seasoning on the steak. It will stick to it nicely. And just get everything from your plate. Now get the frying pan on medium-high heat. And we're not gonna do anything with it till it comes to the right temperature. And when you are at the right temperature, add about 1 tablespoon of oil. You can add beef fat, you can add ghee, it's totally up to you. And when you see that it starts smoking slightly, it's time to add the steak and do this away from you, so it doesn't splatter all over you. And now we're gonna cook this for about 2.5 to 3 minutes on this side. I wanna cook this medium rare, which is a temperature of 54 degrees Celsius or about 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I know not everybody likes their steak cooked medium rare. And by the way, let me know, how would you like your steak to be cooked? Is it medium rare? Is it medium? Is it rare? I'm gonna leave all these cooking temperatures and times in the description of this video, should you wanna go in a different direction. Now we're gonna flip our steak. And after we flip this, we're cooking this for a further 30 seconds before we're going in with the following. Really important in order to get amazing flavor. Reduce the heat slightly. And I've got here 50 grams of butter. I got 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm just gonna crush them. And they go straight in. Few sprigs of thyme. And a sprig of rosemary. And I'll get the spoon, and as the butter is melting, you're gonna pour hot butter over your steak, punching even more flavor into your steak, and it's gonna be so much better and moist. I highly recommend the probe thermometer. This never lies. Touching it is more guessing than anything else, or at least it's not for everybody. And if you don't have one, I'm gonna leave an affiliate link down below. You're not gonna get me rich or anything, but at least you're gonna cook your ribeye steak perfectly every single time. So keep pouring hot butter over your steak till it reaches the right temperature. Yeah, it's getting closer. It'll take about 2.5 to 3 minutes from when you added the butter. Now, medium rare steak, it's around 54 degrees Celsius or about 130 Fahrenheit. But bear in mind that when you remove it from the heat, you need to go a bit lower with your temperature, just a tiny lower, because it will continue cooking once you remove your steak from the heat, because there is enough heat residue there to get you to the temperature where you want to be. Great, we're reaching out the right temperature. Now we're going to remove this from the heat, and we're putting some of this hot butter on top. Really important step before you start slicing it. Now the plan is to let it rest for about 5 to 8 minutes. The meat will become so much better if you let it rest. You know, the juices will get redistributed into the meat and it will become nice and moist. Once sliced, I recommend these with an amazing portion of fries, which you can find it right here. And if you want to keep up to date with cooking tips and new simple recipes, make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter, which is in the description of this video.